Oh dear, oh dear. Reading through the comments on the video the other day, some people not very happy. Buying a former Sunderland player, disgusting. YI, not watching it now, so that's good. Not watching the series anymore. YI, lots of YIs going on. Not watching the series anymore, Ben. YI, literally, a lot of these are very similar. Heartbroken at seeing Henderson in the black and white. Surprised you've not made him captain. Sorry about that. Buying a Mackham, I'm out. Someone else put. As a Sunderland fan, the Henderson signing makes me laugh. So that one's better. Wow, Jordan Henderson, you're a bold one. Sell him now or face the consequences. So, the Geordie Nation, not massively on board. Welcome back. Hello there, viewers. Welcome back to MAGPIES, Williams and me, DoctorBenjyFM. And you're taking it better than I thought you would. The video's only got 25 dislikes. And if for signing a player that is hated universally by Newcastle fans, really, I'll take that. I mean, I wish you wouldn't dislike the video because, you know, it's content. But at the same time, understandable. But here we are, look, viewers. We go again. It's another episode. If you're enjoying the series, maybe we could change this into positivity. Drop a like on the series. Thank you very much. Okay then, let's have a look then as what happened since we last met. It was the Crystal Palace game, and I said we'd move things forward a little bit further on. Don't know where we're from today, somewhere else. We beat Watford and Bournemouth. There was the first two fixtures after the Palace game, 3-1, 2-1. I was back on track. Lautaro Martinez, 4 goals in that, really, really good. As we played Manchester City, a 2-0 defeat, and it got worse than that really. Lautaro Martinez off after 51, which meant he missed 3 matches. And those 3 Premier League games, we struggled a little bit. Beat West Ham though, so that one was okay. And a draw to Bayern Munich in the Champions League, pretty good. But defeats to Everton, draw against Leicester. We missed our main man. Luckily, he could play for us in the Cup, though, in the AFL Cup against, you can see that Everton, so that was a little bit... But you can see he did well in the penalty shootout against Leicester City. That wasn't too bad in the AFL Cup. Before a 4-0 win over Zenit, where Mariano got a couple in that one, actually. 3-0 over Southampton, and a 2-1 victory most recently against Tottenham. Lautaro Martinez is back in the goals, performing brilliantly. 8 in 7. Whether he'll be able to match what he did last season, of course, he won't have as many games this year. It's going to be really difficult for him, but we like him. We like him a lot. Even with that sending off, we like him a lot. And the way the league table stands right now, then, it's not as close necessarily as I would want it to be. Manchester United, Manchester City, Chelsea, all ahead of us, but we are level on points with Chelsea, just a goal behind in the goal difference. Liverpool, though, 7th. So that it worked, viewers. The thing you hate, it worked. You take out the life and soul of the party. There's not as much party to go around. Coming up today then, a Champions League game against Atletico Madrid, and then facing top of the table Manchester United at St James's Park, which looks different. It looks ridiculous, viewers. You'll see it in just a moment. Right then, let's firstly go away to Atletico Madrid and see if we can get the business done. I hope so. This would be nice. This would make me feel better. All right, team selection for this one. Jordan Henderson will not start, viewers. Good news for people that like Newcastle. Onana will be in goal then. Durizola will be at right back. We've got Grimaldo at left back. Those two have come in and actually done pretty well for me. The whole back line's performed brilliantly so far. Nathan Ake and Ruben Diaz, of course, the back two, with Luis Alberto and Van der Beek playing behind Kai Havertz, who's got Deulofeu and Chiesa either side of him. One bit of concerning news really is that Alan Saint-Maximin, torn hamstring, out for 3 months he was, and now is slowly starting to recover halfway through. Coming back, you can see his bravery's taking a bit of a hit. I think considering he pulled a hamstring, the bravery shouldn't be taking a hit, but here we are. Now going away to Atletico Madrid, never that easy. And without Saint-Maximin, it's that little bit harder. The bench is strong though. You look at it there. We're happy. Rooney, Henderson. We're happy. All right, can we do the business? João Felix plays in there with Morata, Vitolo. It's nice again for me to play a save where I've got teams coming up against that are real teams right now. This is very much what Atletico Madrid look like at the moment. I mean, not necessarily what Newcastle like at the moment, but don't worry about all this. Don't worry about what's on the bench either. Let's all move on and be friends. Let's just move on and be friends, please. Please, can we be friends again? Geordie Nation, will you forgive me? You might have just answered no right there. Will you forgive me if we win the league? We'll try our best. It's impossible. I didn't say Champions League or Premier League, just one of the leagues. League Cup? How's the League Cup? Not won that yet, so that's an option. All right then, here we go. Away at Atletico, of course. Getting a really good draw against Bayern Munich is not too bad at all. And then beating Zenit leaves us in a pretty strong position in the group. Whether we can go through, though, is going to be difficult. I've just realised now, viewers, that you didn't know that our Champions League group consisted of Bayern Munich and Atletico Madrid. You do now. Quite tough for a Newcastle side who are pot 4, and that is why our group is just hard as it is, as we chase that ball down. and hopefully retain possession. Now, what's nice about this team now, especially with the fullbacks that we've got, we are a Champions League, in my opinion, we're a Champions League side. We're not just a mid-table Premier League side or someone challenging and competing for European places. We are very much a Champions League side. We are better than, I think we've overtaken some teams. The likes of Chelsea and Arsenal, I definitely think we've overtaken them recently, whereas you can see from the league table, I say Chelsea again, they're level with us, but you can see from the league table, the Manchester clubs, they're the problem right now. And yeah, with Liverpool falling away after us taking their best player, that's helped too. Yes, I've said best player. Should be awarded for that. Awarded and applauded. As we've got a throw in, as it's thrown into Kai Havertz, who's dropped very, very deep. And you can see the run from Van der Beek. I thought it was a little bit random, really, but we found him. He's gone for goal. Logically, viewers, that makes little sense. But let's look at it again. Why not? Just realised the league table and the match stats are hidden for some reason. But here goes Van der Beek. Or Van der Beek, sorry. I've been doing that. Oh, sorry, viewers. He's just running forward, though. He clearly has got the word from Luis Alberto. And you'd think it'd be the other way around. Regardless, it's a really great finish. And we lead away in Madrid. I mean, so far, so good, right? That's not what I was expecting. They've got a throw in, though. We've just scored. And they're back again as Herrera has to do a little bit of the clean-up work. Him and Koke with RodeNT in the middle there doing pretty well. Or trying to press the ball back a little bit. Can't quite get there, can we? No. That goes all the way back to the defender, though. He plays one forward. And now this could be dangerous. In towards the middle. Is it going to go? It is. To the back post, Felix. And it hits the post and cleared away by Nathan Ake, who does brilliantly to respond to it hitting the post. It's still 1-0. It's not over yet, this highlight. I force backwards a little bit. And it goes to Jan Oblak, who's ball forward into Koke. Not too bad at all. Herrera now playing it forward up towards Vitolo. And you can see here, they're getting a little bit more comfortable. Since our goal, they've sprung into action a little bit as the ball played in. And there's Morata. And that's not good, especially when a team wearing red and white scores. But, you know, I wouldn't make too many references to them in this series, so it's not too bad. All right, no more highlights before half-time. No, things are pretty even. We are having the best of it. They've scored their one shot on target in possession for the away side against Atletico. It's actually not too bad. I'm going to tell them we've been the better team. Try and, you know, just judge them up. Judge is the word I'm looking for. I was going to say judge them up a bit. Judge them. Judge. What is judge? No, I've never thought, oh, there's a lovely bit of judge there. Whatever. No. But, you know, you do judge things up. You don't say to someone, oh, you look judged, do you? Is judged a global term? Is it even, you know, national? I don't know. Judged. And now you've heard the word judge so many times, it's lost all meaning. Like, we don't even know what the meaning was to begin with, were we? Judged. I've just judged that. Good and proper. 20 minutes to go. It's been pretty even so far. Deulofeu could maybe come off. I think what we might do... People are going to think this is madness. Kai Havertz going out on that side, playing as an advanced playmaker on attack. Deulofeu comes out. As on comes Wayne Rooney. To deep line playmaker. Or Regista. Now we're talking. I just think having some of his experience isn't the worst thing ever. And it may well free up our wingers to be a little bit more incisive. Now, he's not the fittest these days. I should have probably put Jordan on as Van der Beek does brilliantly with a chat. Right, then he's kicked him. Van der Beek, he's waiting. He's second yellow card. And he's off. Right, well, I need someone more industrious now. So I'm going to have to bring on Henderson to play alongside Wayne Rooney in this now. This is the midfield now. Right, 15 minutes to go. I'm actually going to put Havertz back behind Lautaro Martinez and try and keep a little bit of shape in that fashion. Well, I don't know how this is going to go. Grimaldo's basically got the freedom of the left-hand side. And let's just hope we can come out of this with a win. I'm now far less confident. And Newcastle, he's offside. One of the most ridiculous passes I've ever seen on Football Manager. I mean, it's not going to count, and he's off. I don't know how much he's off by. It's a crazy pass, though. Like, incredible pass from Frimpong on this side. The way this is driven through everybody. Goodness gracious me for a tap-in. If that had counted, that would have been exceptional. I'll demand a little bit more at the very end of this half. I'm not sure bringing on a 35 Wayne Rooney was the best choice at this point. But with time ticking away, we're going to come out of Madrid with a point. And I think pre-game would have taken that. So not too bad at all. Do you know what? I'm happy. Happy with that. Come on. Well done, lads. Proved a lot of people wrong. And now, that's pretty good footing now to go into this game against Manchester United. And this won't be easy. Recently, we've done all right against them, but this won't be easy. God, Matty Longstaff wasn't even on the bench, was he? Yeah, and Rooney was. Oh, sort that out for the next one. But the thing is, Rooney's got a lot more Champions League experience. Yeah, say that. That'll convince them. Geordie Nation. I feel like our relationship has been... I had tweets, I had messages. Oh, it was emotional. So, you know, if you were affected by the scenes in the last episode, then get a grip. It's Football Manager. All right, then. Here we go. This is the moment, viewers. Newcastle United versus Manchester United. And we know, really, that if we don't beat them here, it'll put us on 20 points. They're on 25. It's a game in hand over some of the sides around us. If we don't win this, the title it's kind of gone already, even at this early stage, because we'll be so many points behind at that point. 11 points. We've got it all to do. All right, team-wise, we're keeping things exactly the same as we did last game. I do think it's probably our strongest 11 like this. Moving Luis Alberto back into a deeper position might seem a little crazy because he can't mark head or tackle, but actually you saw from the past to Van der Beek, he's really, really good in that role, especially next to Van der Beek, who does all the dirty work, really. See that United side there, though, pretty good. Zanino on one side, Martial, Rashford, Pogba, Pellegrini, they're decent. They've brought in De Fridge at the back as well, which is a pretty good signing. And next to Twanzebe, which is interesting. Don't see him there too often. But again, this is quite nice. Playing against these teams in the early stages of Football Manager, even this late into a season, it's actually really enjoyable. All right then, Newcastle United. And you can see here, you'll see it as the games are played. In all four corners, we've got the craziest situation in terms of the building of the stadium. Of course, we're getting, look at, it's basically a car park. And the thing about this is, if I change it up to the data analyst view, come on, you can see it's in all four. It looks ridiculous. And why is it blue and grey? Who picked the colour scheme? But when you think about where they're seating right now, like, they can't really see each other. You can only really see a cross and a little bit to the side. It's very strange. It's like playing in a box, quite literally. It's very weird. All right then, big game. We're starting on balance for this one as the ball played in goes just over. Now, as the home side, I'm going to try and spend the first 20 minutes of this game sort of trying to go a little bit too quick for United, hopefully. Now, I've said all this. They've got the ball, and they are coming forward. And a key man against United has been St. Maximin. With his pace has caused them real problems. There's a great defensive challenge there. I'm not quite sure who that was. As really, really good. I think it might have been our right back, whose name is difficult to say under pressure, viewers, so I'm avoiding it. But he did well as there's a free kick and they're offside. But really good defensive block from him. All right, we're on the ball again as Luis Alberto finds Grimaldo on this left-hand side. And we're now racing forward. Of course, we could bring Rooney on. He's not even in the team. So for the game against United, I didn't even put Rooney on the bench to psychologically damage them. It's not going to work, as Kai Havertz has just given the ball away in really strange circumstances, but we're back on it. And you can just see already how important our width is going to be from our fullbacks. But Chiesa does brilliantly. Lautaro Martinez is in the middle. Chiesa selfishly there went alone. We've got to win this. We've got to get within 5 points and give ourselves a chance in the second half of the season. Our team is strong. And I looked through that United side, and yes, there are some absolute stars in there. The likes of Pogba, De Vrij, De Gea, right? They're very, very good. But we aren't too bad either. And if we can be in that conversation in the final few games of the season, we've got every chance. But speaking of chances, well, I thought it was going to be United's, but no, Van der Beek does brilliantly to win it back. I mentioned he does all the dirty work and allows Luis Alberto really just to float around and try and pick out some killer passes. As it goes into Kai Havertz, again, the playmakers trying to find and make something happen. As now Chiesa on that side, can he do as his father did once and score plenty of goals? Lautaro Martinez is there and it's cleared away. I've mentioned this a few times. I used to love Federico Chiesa's father on the early Championship managers. Enrico Chiesa. If you're of the older generation, I'm sure you'll remember him. He would have 20 finishing. He was dynamite as we go very, very close. Fiorentina, I think he was out, as well as a few other sides in Italy. I think he played for loads, in fact. He was brilliant. He was my favourite player on Champmano 102, as that challenge has been missed. It's Wan-Bissaka racing on a goal, not known for his goal scoring. And well, Onana, I think he got a touch of it. He did, behind for a corner, did really, really well. As we can see there, the hotel being built in the corner. 4 of them, apparently. I don't know what they're going to be. Hopefully they're just filling in the corners. That's the dream, right? To make it a lovely bowl sort of shape. But at the moment, it's a bit of a mess. Or it's going to be one of the biggest burger vans you've ever seen, viewers. That's going to be exciting. Van der Beek, brilliant ball out towards Chiesa as he's on the ball played in, and again, wasteful. We're on attacking, and we certainly are attacking them. And again, I want to show you each of these highlights because I think they're important. Again, we're ball playing out of the back, finding our playmakers, and they've got such quality in the centre. We've lost the ball. Ruben Diaz, though, he tries to get that back, heads it down to Marcus Rashford, whose shot is look mighty close to me. All right, nearly 45 minutes gone as we get towards half-time. There we are then, a pretty even game so far. Both teams have had their chances. I feel like we've had a couple of key chances. If we just take a look at that, I feel like we've been very, very close. Clear cuts, 2 for us so far, none for United. That long shot from Rashford, probably their best chance. So with that in mind, there's not really too much I want to change as we go into the second half. Obviously, we've got options on the bench to maybe bring some players on. Mariano was hot in form recently. Deulofeu again struggling a little bit. And without the likes of St. Maximin, that position is becoming a bit of an issue for us. What I might do, actually, is just swap those 2 boys around and just carry on as we are. Obviously, the highlight won't take effect until this highlight is complete. As we see Chiesa now. I hope we'll probably score from this side, viewers, and make me question whether we should do it. Right, that's why they're swapping around. Hopefully, we'll see something better in the second half now. United have got the goal kick, though, straight from our missed opportunity, and whether they can build from here, I don't know. They're quite deep set as a message has come in, viewers. Maybe it's a goal alert, and hopefully not for Manchester United, as we're playing for some reason in the past, it feels like, as the challenge goes in from Deulofeu, rides it, does Rashford, but they keep the ball, And now it's Pogba working his magic in the midfield. And the danger is quite clear as the ball in behind's very good. And Nana came out. And I don't think it was offside. It's going to be 1-0 United. And they take a lead in a game that may well define our season very, very early. The tightness behind is very interesting. But it's already becoming a two-horse race. And we have to react to this now rather than later. I might go to the diamond. I mean, I know it's not something that people like to see me do very often, but I think Mariano on for Deulofeu, who's having not his best spell as a Newcastle player, it must be said, and then bringing on the experience of Jordan Henderson. Chiesa's looked dangerous, but he's done very little with it. Deep line playmaker for him, free a little bit up of Luis Alberto, and let's see if we can maybe go for this. A couple of playmakers in behind now. Again, our fullbacks being as good as they are, encourages me playing this. As Alberto's corner played in, back post, headed down. Oh, it's in! Lautaro Martinez, of course it is. It always is, viewers. And he scores again. We love this boy. Really, really great finish from him. And yeah, back on level terms. The corner from Luis Alberto is perfect. I mean, Lautaro does brilliantly to get up and head it in. But yeah, Martinez's 11th goal of the season. Fantastic. Question is, can we build from this now? We've got a 1-1. We're still attacking. We're still going for it. And it's a free kick for United. Played in and off the bar and down and in. And oh, it's in, it is in. Pellegrini puts it in, and the United fans behind the goal go absolutely wild. And if he runs too far into that direction, they won't be able to see him because he'll be behind the scaffolding. I don't know, maybe attacking isn't the way to go, but I think it's the way that we play best. I mean, we did last season. It's another long throw memory. No, Grimaldo goes short this time. Back to him from Luis Alberto. And the diamond with the players that we've got in this side might end up being our solution as Kai Havertz heads over. 15 minutes to go. What can we change? I can only really encourage. I've demanded more. They've responded quite well. I need some of these boys to get a little bit more creative. This is the moment for that to happen, as we're seeing not really enough. Matty Longstaff's going to come on for Van der Beek, who's had a quiet game, and Longstaff's energy might be vital in these later stages. As Luis Alberto's free kick played in, back post, headed away by De Vries. That's the difference for United now, with him at the back. Really, really solid aerially. As Kai Havertz and Ruben Diaz try to make something happen. Nothing came from the free kick, so maybe this isn't over yet. It's knocked down to Martinez. It's a brilliant save. I think it was offside, Lautaro Martinez. De Gea, though, well, he did really well. And this is a shame. Maybe the Champions League, as time is up here, maybe the Champions League will have to be our route this year, because so far, this league campaign is becoming pretty difficult. And yeah, it's not only that, it's that United and City look pretty invincible. Despite the result, I'm pleased with the performance. I thought we didn't play too badly. They hate that. They hate it. It's frustrating because it's one of those games that got away from us a little bit. And I'm sure people will say, well, once you've scored, why are you still attacking? I want to win it. I'm at home. I feel like our team is pretty level with theirs, and it's not quite come off. We moved down to 7th in the league table, the lowest we've been for quite some time, but you can just see, again, how tight it is between 3rd and 7th. And there's plenty left to play for. So far, United and City, I said they looked invincible. Neither of them have been defeated. It'll be interesting to see what happens when those two teams play each other. They've drawn already once, and it's where those teams drop points, when they'll drop points, and if the boys behind can be in the mix. Look, our results against other teams have been pretty good. The defeat to Everton was obviously a low point, and City beating us as well, not ideal. And that, so far this year, has been the difference. Our fixtures to come are a mixed bag of some really tough games. You look at November there, that is going to be all mightily difficult. And I think Chelsea, Bayern Munich, that's the game I think we might bring you next, because that, to me, looks pretty tasty. And we'll see where we'll be in the Champions League group as well, based upon that. So if you enjoyed today's video, please you drop a like on it. This Newcastle save is now getting a little bit more serious and a little bit more difficult. But at the same time, we can still have some fun with it. Please be kind in the comments. I can't handle it emotionally, so please.